Hi YouTube, it's your girl Kim. We are missing my other half who is at work. So I will be doing this video alone for the first time. I had every intentions on doing this about 34 weeks ago, but life got in the way. So yeah, so let's just jump right in. I wanted to set the YouTube up for me and my wife's Ttc journey, trying to conceive, but like I said, life took its toll. So it's just like, okay, well, my timing hasn't been the best, so better late than never. So I'm gonna jump right into it. If I can just get, there we go. So I do have some questions with, I have questions that my personal friends have asked me, and I said I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, so I'll just put it on there. So we'll just jump right into it. Today I am 34 weeks and 2 days. My turnover days are Sundays, so next Sunday I'd be 35 weeks. This is me and my wife. We did our first IUI. It was unsuccessful, so we had to go back. I'm out of breath, excuse me. We had to go back to the drawing table, and we did our second IUI. Increased the medication a little bit, the Clomid, the progesterone, something else they gave me, but we increased that. So we did our IUI, our second IUI at the beginning of September. And I was like, this is probably going to work this time around, because in the beginning I had 29 eggs to start with, and by the time the IUI came, we only had 2 eggs, but one was 22 and I believe 24, both follicles. So I was like, oh, these are some big follicles. So we did the IUI, and a couple weeks later, I missed my cycle. So I had heartburn too, excuse me. I missed my cycle, so I went to the fertility doctor. Let me stop right there. We of course did the IUI, and we do have a sperm donor. If you ever have seen the movie Lion, and the actor that plays Lion as an adult, my sperm donor looks exactly like that, just to give you a hint. Let's take a look here. So we had the blood test done right at 2 weeks, or right after I missed my cycle, and I got a call that said my HCG levels was 1426. By that time, Googling YouTube with my best friends, was I realized that's a high level. So I asked the nurse on the phone, I said, does that mean I'm pregnant with twins? And she said, I can't confirm that, but we'll set you up your first sonogram appointment. You can come in 7 weeks. Well, about 4 weeks, I got just sick as a dog. Couldn't keep nothing down. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So about when I got 7 weeks, we went to our first ultrasound, and it blew us, because of course we knew we were pregnant, and we were waiting on for the tech to finish the ultrasound. And she was like, once I get done checking and measuring everything, you know, I'll let you guys see. So the first thing we asked her when we got in the room was, what are the chances of us having twins with the fertility drugs that we were taking? She said, oh, there's only a 5% chance. So we're like, okay, cool. It's only going to be one baby. No. She showed us a sonogram. She's like, here's baby. You know, you can't see much, but that's baby A. And I was like, why is she saying baby A? And she's like, and oh, by the way, here's baby B. Now, by then, I'm in shock. My wife looks like she's about to have a mental breakdown. She's looking like she's about to pass out. So, of course, I'm telling her, just, sit down, just have a seat. So we had to take all of that in, that we were having twins. Roughly about 10, 11 weeks, we did the chromosome testing. And right before Thanksgiving, we found out that we were having a boy and a girl. So that was exciting. I wanted 2 girls, but, you know, the good Lord felt for a boy and a girl. So our girl name is going to be Mackenzie Nicole. And our son name is going to be Nicholas Chase. And that's because both me and my wife, my middle name is Nicole. Her first name is Nicole. So, you know, after we get that shock of our life, I really began to get really, really sick. So sick I just couldn't even get out of bed. So my doctors prescribed me, starts with the B, I don't have it in front of me, this high costing ass prescription for nausea. I think I spent like $300 and I think it was either $350 or $375 a month for 30 days supply, and I would take it two pills in the morning, and that would be it. So that helped. I mean, granted, who the hell want to spend $375 on some pills every month? I could have found a lot more to do with that, but it's all good. Can't even really complain. A couple people asked me, why go through a sperm bank? Why not just find somebody? Now, everybody's different, and to each his own. Sometimes it's just an affordability issue to where, you know, individuals can't go through a sperm bank and a fertility treatment center. My wife and myself have been lucky enough to be able to financially afford it. One of the reasons why I didn't just go to a friend and be like, hey, let me have some sperm, is as I got myself educated, I learned about genetic testing. One of my friends just had a baby, and of course they had a friend help them out. And I'm not saying this would happen in every case, but right now the baby has so many medical issues because the baby has so much genetic mutations that were found in the sperm donor, their friend. So that scared the hell out of me. I was like, oh no, let me go through a sperm bank because I know all of the genetic testing that they do. And I had to do genetic testing as well. And I had one test come back for some type of a genetic that could potentially cause miscarriages. So then I had to go on extra medication. Plus my thyroids were out of whack. But anywho, so that's what that was. Let's take a look here. Okay, so the weeks and days go by. I'm still feeling dog shit sick. It's just unbearable. Luckily, I work for a really good company that allows me to work from home. So I would just, as long as I put in my hours for the week, you know, I can really work at any time. So that was really helpful. My wife is an executive chef. If you've ever went to Seasons 52 or Capitol Grill, yeah, we're here in Tampa, Florida, but that's what she is. She's an executive chef, and I'm a underwriter for a large insurance company. So that's why I have the benefit of working from home. Gotta love that. Let's take a look here. We hit a bump in the road about 19 weeks. I got home, out of breath. I told my mom, I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta pee so bad. By the time I got to the restroom, my pants were wet. And I'm like, I know I'm not peeing on myself. So, and this is again at 19 weeks. By the time I pulled my pants down, it was blood. When I sat on the toilet, I felt like something gush out, and it was blood clots the size of my fist. And they were just blood clots all on the, because I felt dizzy then. So I got up, blood clots everywhere, blood everywhere. Looked like an episode of The First 48. So I'm scared shitless. My wife's scared shitless. So we immediately go to the hospital. I mean, we just surpassed everybody that was in there. We get to the hospital. The doctors tell me, if it comes down to it, we're going to save your life and not your baby's lives. So that was like the worst 5 days of my life. I thought I was dying. It turns out I had placenta previa. Not only did I have placenta previa, but a part of the placenta has separated itself to where it was covering, some of the blood vessel of the placenta had separated itself to where it had burst. So that's where the bleeding came from and the blood clotting. So they're like, we'll try to, give you everything we can to stop the bleeding. But again, you're 19 weeks. The babies cannot survive outside the womb at 19 weeks. We will keep you hospitalized up until 24 weeks for more chances of survival. So I stayed in the hospital for about a week before I decided, you know what, I'll just go home. So they monitored me. By then they have the chaplain coming in, praying. I mean, we were just like, oh my goodness, you know, we wanted this so much. And all of a sudden at 19 weeks, you know, our lives are flipped upside down. We don't know what to do. You know, they're telling us there is nothing for them to do but pray. I never prayed so hard in my life. I was praying to Jesus, Buddha, every Jehovah Jireh, anything I could pray to, I was praying, because I'm like, oh my goodness, this cannot be happening. Well, you know, as time went on, they were, you know, still getting healthy and strong. My doctor put me on 100% bed rest. So that was a perk, because although I work from home, I didn't have to work. I was on bed rest. Still am on bed rest at 34 weeks. So that was a good thing. I was able to Netflix and chill, pick up some hobbies. But the main thing was and they told me the only thing I could do is get up and shower. I couldn't stand no more than 10 minutes. I had to lay back down with my feet propped. So my wife took off for a month. Then my mom came, and then we just hired a home health aide nurse to come, you know, cook. She was a really good cook. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from Guyana, and she was cooking Caribbean food. And I was just like, Jesus, oh my dear God. So that helped. And then let's take a look here. So I had the bed rest. In the midst of all of this, my wife and I decided to purchase a home. So, and we're still in the process of moving now. So I'm sitting right here at the table because everything is boxed up. So you're moving and you're pregnant with twins. So hopefully the builder said our home would be ready next month, May, the end of May. However, because I have placenta previa and I have some separation of the placenta, I have to go in for a scheduled C-section. Now, I've never had any type of surgery really, except for Botox injections under my arms, as I used to sweat a lot. So they're like, okay, we're going to take the babies at 35 and a half weeks. So I'll go in for a C-section May 2nd, 2019. All the while, we've got boxes everywhere, and the builder will not be done with our home until the end of May. And my loving wife decided she was going to change the backsplash in the kitchen without even telling me. And I'm just like, what the hell? Because the bathrooms are just being put in. And, you know, the kitchen is being built. I may have had something to do with that because I did change the cabinetry, but I didn't think that would delay anything. So we would be in a 2-bedroom until our home is finished. And then we're going to be moving with newborns, which sucks ass. Let's do this. So we're moving. Morning sickness. I've had morning sickness since I was 4 weeks pregnant. Matter of fact, I just threw up yesterday. Morning sickness for a pregnant woman with twins comes morning, noon, and night. There is no such thing as it just being in the morning. I would be lying to you if I said that that's the case, because it's truly not. The heartburn sucks ass. I have it now. I think I'm on heartburn prescribed heartburn medication. Let me back that up. After the 19 weeks, not only do I see an OBGYN, but I see a MFM, which is a maternal fetal medicine doctor for high risk pregnancy. So I see her every 3 to 4 weeks, and she gives me detailed information. They do scans of the baby heart, brain. They do from like top to bottom. As a matter of fact, I could go to her Monday. And she's super nice. A little expensive to my taste. Very expensive. I'm sure Aetna has, last time I checked, I think I was like $80,000 in with them. That was already built to them since January 23rd. So I just came back from the doctor today. Now fast forward for my OB appointment. And to my surprise, they said, oh, we're going to go ahead and give you your steroid shot today. And I was like, that wasn't due until next week. But they gave me my steroid shot today, and then I wound up going to the hospital because baby B wouldn't cooperate, which is my baby girl, wouldn't cooperate on a monitor, and they couldn't get a heartbeat, which I knew she was fine because she was moving and they can see her moving like crazy. But yeah, so went to the house. Me and my wife went to the hospital. But I said, before we go to the hospital, let's just get something to eat first because I'm hungry as shit. So we went to Boston Market and Starbucks and then went to the hospital. Because last time we went, it was almost 24 hours before I ate again and I was hungry and I was not about to go through that. That's not a battle. That's not even a fight I want to entertain. So we went to the hospital just now. They did an ultrasound. Baby's passed 8 of 8, so everything's good there. I do go back tomorrow to my OB. They give me my second, what is that shit called? Steroid shot. And it hurts like hell because they stick it directly in your ass. And then they massage your ass when they get done. And I was just like, what the fuck? So, yeah. And then Friday, I go to my regular doctor again, you know, just a checkup. Monday, which I'll be 35 weeks Sunday, so I'll be 35 weeks in one day Monday. I go to the maternal fetal medicine doctor. She's the only one that weighs my twins. My regular OBGYN, which I have a total of 7 doctors, including my maternal fetal medicine doctor. And I see each one of my doctors every time I come. So Monday, I guess they're just going to go over everything to put me on the machine to make sure that, you know, monitor the baby's heart rate. So we do that Monday. And then Thursday morning is my wife have to be to the hospital at, well, it's at 11:30, the surgery itself. So we've got to be there, I'll say about 9. Yeah, 9, we have to be there for our scheduled C-section. So I've asked the doctor, I need something for anxiety. My anxiety is going to be through the roof because, again, I've never had surgery. And they gave me all the warning things today that said, you know, there's a possibility we could cut the baby if they're moving and we're doing the C-section. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They told me it's a, you know, possibility of a whole bunch of shit. She was like, okay, roll with the punches. So hopefully we're thinking I won't be in the hospital that long, maybe 3-4 days, 5. We're hoping we can bring the babies. God, you know, we're praying that we can bring them home, that they don't have to stay in the NICU. Already got my hospital bag packed. My wife's hospital bag packed. And that's about it, I think. Yeah. So today, again, I'm 34 weeks and 2 days. Once I have babies, my plan is I really don't want to return to work, until a year. I want to wait for them to get a year old. Me and my wife, we decided to, you know, I'll stay home for a year. You know, because, I mean, granted, daycare is there, but if anything ever happened to my kids in daycare, let's just put it like this, I'm killing every man, woman, and child I see. So to prevent all of that, I will stay home. Or, you know, I still can go back to work because, again, I work from home and I can do my own hours. But the main thing is they won't be put in daycare, at least for the first year or 2. My mom, you know, she'll come down frequently. I do have a daughter. So this is not my first child. I know I look young. That's just the Caribbean. But I do have a 20-year-old. She'll be 21 in September. So people are like, what the hell are you starting over for? You have a 21-year-old and I'm going to have newborns. I have a 21-year-old sophomore at Bethune-Cookman University. Go Wildcats. So she'll be here too from Daytona. She'll come down. She'll be down here the day before the C-section and she'll stay a couple days. I don't want her to miss too much school. But yeah. So I think that's it. I'm tired as shit. My plan was to come home and eat. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm already taking my medicine. So today I don't feel nauseous, but yesterday it was, I felt it. I felt the pain. Not only was I nauseous, I had a cold. And I'm like, this is some bullshit. But got over that. So all is well. Hopefully I didn't take up too much of you guys' time, but I just had to go through it very quickly. Because 9 times out of 10, when you see me again, I'm going to have 2 bundles of joy, which I cannot wait because one of them is kicking the shit out of me right now. And I believe it is Nicholas. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, I haven't had any crazy discharges or anything like that. My breasts really haven't gotten big, but when I had my daughter many years ago, my breasts then I was like a D cup, but they haven't gotten, they're not big now. I'm literally all stomach. My ass disappeared. I don't know what it is when you're pregnant with twins, but your ass doesn't disappear in that. And it's like one of those stomach in the back, booty in the front type situations. So yeah, hopefully I'm good. Hopefully I can regain that back. I don't have any stretch marks on my stomach. People say I look kind of small to be pregnant with twins, but you know, they're just some everywhere, you know. My daughter's completely in my damn back. But this morning I did get a rash on my stomach. I don't know why. Yeah, I caught a rash. Let me do this here. See if I can move this. Sitting on that table. But this is what 34 weeks and 2 days look like. My friend told me my butterflies look like a hawk trying to get their prey. Hopefully my butterflies will go back to normal. But yeah, so both babies are head down. So Nicholas is right here and Mackenzie, she's here. And they both sometimes tag team me and kick the hell out of me. So yeah, and then the rash broke out like right here. So I put some Neosporin on. Hopefully that'll clear that up. But yeah, this is my shiny stomach. I have no ass. It disappeared. Like I said, I'm hoping that it does return. But if it don't, you know, do a couple exercise or 2 to get it back right. So hopefully in my next vlog, you'll meet my daughter, Brianna, and you'll meet my wife, Nikki. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay sweet. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Which, hell, at this point, I don't know. But yeah. So next week is the day, next Thursday. And I'm ready for it because I've been over with this pregnancy for some time now because it was just everything that could go wrong was going wrong. Oh, and then I found out I was anemic. So I had to do iron infusion twice a week. So now you're at 2 iron infusions and 2 doctor visits and a 5-day work week. So it was just like every morning going somewhere. I'm like, and I really hate to drive now that I'm pregnant. So I have my wife drive me to all my doctor's appointments. And she's like, what the hell, Kim? You can drive yourself? I'm like, I don't want to drive myself. And she's like, well, then turn that range back in. And I'm like, I'm not turning my Range Rover back in. My lease is not up until June. I'm not turning it back in until June. I'll get something else. So I like for her to drive me. Because then, you know, yeah, it's much, I don't know. I just like her to drive me, and she hates it. But she does have a flexible work schedule as well to where she can get off from work at times, which is odd because she's an executive chef. Most of the time, getting off from work from them is just like a needle in a haystack. I think that's how I said. But her job has been really, really cool. She even gets better maternity leave benefits than I do. Although I have not, I've been off from work since January 23rd, and we're now April 21st, 22nd. So I haven't been to work in like 4 months. So I've been really enjoying, all right, Nicholas. So I've been really enjoying this, staying home. Doesn't get bored whatsoever because I find stuff to do around the house. But anywho, I'm done ranting and raving. Hope all is well. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Stay tuned. Hopefully this channel will get exciting. So take care, guys. Bye.